Hi everybody, my name is Katie and I'm with the Penn State Healthy Bodies Project. Today, we're going to start eating through the alphabet. I always like to start off with a poem, so why don't we do that? I want you to watch and I want you to listen. I'm going to say the poem first and then you're going to get the chance to do it on your own. Don't worry, we'll put the words up on the page for you too. This is how the poem goes. I wash my hands, I brush my teeth, I eat good foods all day. I sleep at night and when I wake, I stretch and stretch and stretch and then go play. Okay, now it's your turn. Get ready to hit pause. We'll put the words on the screen for you and you can give it a try. Let's take a second and see if we can remember the differences between go foods and slow foods. Do you remember? Go foods are foods that we can eat anytime because they give us lots of energy and they help us to grow. Some of my favorite go foods are things like apples and broccoli. And slow foods are foods that we don't really want to eat all the time. In fact, we call them sometimes foods as well because that's how often we want to eat them. Sometimes, not all the time. They're foods like cake or chips, and they're delicious, but sometimes they make us feel really slow. So let's take some time here. Get ready to pause the video because you're going to see if you can come up with some of your favorite go foods and slow foods. Let's spend some time thinking about the foods that we've already tasted while we've been eating through the alphabet. What was the last food that we tasted? What was it called? What color was it? What shape was it? What food group did it belong in? What letter did it start with? Why don't you pause the video now and talk about all of those questions and maybe more with the people that you're with. Today, we're going to taste a food that begins with the letter Q. Can you think of any foods or words that start with that letter? Hey, you did a great job coming up with some words. Q is a hard letter to think of words for. Some words that I thought of were quince, which is kind of like a type of pear, and quiche, which is a breakfast food that's usually made with eggs. Are you curious to know what our food of the week is? Well, I'm not going to tell you just yet. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some clues, and then I'm going to show you part of our food of the week, and I'm going to have you try and guess what you think the food is. All right. Here come the clues. Ready? Our clues about our food of the week are as follows. Our food of the week starts with the letter Q. Our second clue is that our food of the week can be brown, red, or white. And our last clue is that our food of the week needs to be cooked before we eat it. Do you think you know what it is? Get ready, because here comes the picture. When you see the picture on the screen, go ahead and hit pause and talk about what you think the food of the week might be with anybody who's around you. See if you can figure it out before we tell you the answer.
Can you guess what food this is?
If you thought that our food of the week was quinoa, then you're right. It is. Good job. Now that you know what the food of the week is, we're going to put a full picture of it up on the screen for you. You're going to hit pause and then you're going to talk about it with the people that you're with. Talk about what color it is, talk about what shape it is, maybe even talk about if you've tried it before. Ready? Quinoa is a very difficult word to say, so let's practice saying it together. I'll say it first and then you repeat after me. Ready? Quinoa. Good job. Now let's break it down into smaller parts. Queen. Wa. quinoa. Good job. All right, now it's time for some fun food facts about our food of the week. Let's go! Quinoa is actually related to spinach. Do you think quinoa looks like spinach? Quinoa is a vegetable, but we eat it like a grain. And you can make all sorts of things out of it, like bread or cereal or even pasta. Quinoa grows kind of like corn does. Have you ever seen really tall corn stalks? Picture that. That's kind of how quinoa grows. Quinoa needs to be cooked before you eat it. You would cook it in water, kind of like you do with rice. Quinoa is found in the grocery store by the rice and pasta. And don't forget, you should always wash your quinoa before you cook it. Who is ready and excited to try our food of the week? Before we do that though, I want to sing our tasting song. So stand up and see if you can sing it with me or even dance along. Let's all try this new food. Let's all try this new food. Let's all try this new food. I wonder how it tastes. Thank you so much for singing the tasting song with me. I'm definitely ready to try our quinoa now, and I have some right here. I'm microwaved it so it's ready to go. I'm just gonna take a spoonful and maybe you can count down with me. 3, 2, 1. That's so good. Next time you go to the grocery store, put on your looking glasses. Pew, pew. Take a look around and see if you can find our food of the week. Don't forget, we also have a craft for you to try. You might need to gather some materials first and make sure that you ask an adult for help. Before you go, we're gonna do one more poem. Stand up, get your hands ready because you're gonna do the motions with me. Here we go. Hands on shoulders, hands on knees. Hands behind you, if you please. Touch your shoulders, now your toes, now your chin, and now your nose. Put your hands up in the air. Now by your sides. Now touch your hair. Put your hands up as before. Now clap your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all for today. Thank you so much for joining us. We've really enjoyed learning with you. And we hope to see you next time when we learn about another new fruit or vegetable. Until then, see you later.